Hello and welcome to another tutorial from Advanced Software Tutorials. This is your host Amar, and in this tutorial we will talk about methods and how we can use them. Now, if you're following up with us from the beginning of this tutorial, we have created the student class, which is you are seeing right now in front of the screen, and inside this class we have like these properties and this data. Now, we want to extend the functionality of this class and have more capabilities to it. For example, I wanna make this class print me the email and the name of the student. Now, you can come down over here and do this. Like you can say console.writeLine and do the print and so on. But let's say that you have 3 students over here. You will need to duplicate this code all over again, which is not a good thing. And if you have some problem with your code, you have to fix it in 3 places and many other things. So how we can make our code reusable, easy to use, and do it in a good way with the C# class? We can create a method. Now, a method is a group of related code that we use frequently. For example, if we want to print out the student name, email, and age, so we can do the following. We can say public void print details. Over here I have this method. Now let me explain a little bit this method for you. When we say public, it means that anybody inside the same project can see it. When we say void, it does mean that it doesn't return any kind of data. There are some methods that return new data, and we have the name of the method and we have these parentheses, and I'll get to the parentheses part in a little bit. Now let's talk about this. Let's come down over here. What I will do, I'll move the same exact code over here to the class, and I'll make it like print it out for me. Now if you notice, I have an error over here because like I'm trying to access the student object which is not available in this context. Now I'll remove all of that, and over here I have the data that I need. Now let's explain it further. We have this method, and this method we have this console.writeLine, and if you notice, we are accessing the properties of the class. This way we don't need to specify the object, and we can create 3, 5, 10 objects. We call the print details method. It will print for us the data that we desire, and we have placed over here all the properties that we want. Now let's run this code and let's see how we can call the methods to print the data for us. To do so, we will call the object. Let me just remove this code. We don't need it any longer. We call the student object and we call the print details method. As simple as that. And when we run this application, we shall see the same output we have seen when we had the same code over here. And notice that we are printing the same data. Now I'll create, just for demonstration, another student, and this student I'll print his detail as well. So I'm gonna call this one student second. I'll give him a different name. I'll give him this name. I'll give him a different year of birth, and I'll give him like a different email. So everything is good over here. Everything is good. Now let's run this code, and you will notice that we can see the different data for the different student. Notice the different email, the different year of birth, and the different details. So now we seen the capabilities of this method over here, but what we can also do, we can also pass data to methods to do operations that we desire inside the class. Now let's say that I wanna update my student name. Now I can access the property and that's fine, but maybe I wanna have like my name updated in a certain way or remove extra spaces and so on. I can use a method for that, and also I can like add some different operation to the methods. So what I'll do, I'll head over to the class and I'm gonna create a new method. I'm gonna call it update name. I'm gonna give it string a new name, and over here what I'll do is this. I'll say that if new name equal string dot empty or new name equal null, let's print out that you cannot enter an empty name. So this way I'm making sure that my data is 100% correct. Else update my name. And we have over here the data. Sorry. Now I will do the following. I'll let me remove this. I'll call the student object, and inside the student object I'll update the name. Notice over here I'll need to pass a new name, so I'm gonna call him maybe Richard, and I'll call the print details again. And we will see that our name has been updated. Notice that here is the first name, which is Joe, and when we updated or called the update method, we have the new name updated. Now also your method can return data, and like you can do many things inside your method. And again, methods can like shorten your code. Instead of repeating the same code all over again, you just call this method, pass the data you want, and receive the data that you desire or not. Just make it full. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial from Advanced Software Tutorials. Please subscribe to our channel and check the description below for offers that we give to our own valuable viewers. I thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.